Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you all for all the love so far. I know I say this in every video, but I truly appreciate it. Thank you all who have commented, liked, shared, online, offline support. I really appreciate it. Today I thought I'd come back with a lifestyle slash motivation slash a little bit of everything really video about the things I wish I knew before I started my first year. It's going to be the first of the series, so I'll do a video about my second year and my third year. I mean, I finished uni not too long ago, guys. I'm not that old, thank you. And I think there are things that I wish I knew. I mean, at the end of the day, they have shaped me to who I've become, but it would be nice to sort of, you know, help somebody who's going to uni for the first time. I know there are lots of videos about this, but I thought from my perspective it would be good to come and talk to you guys about the things I wish I knew before I started my first year. Yeah, first year feels like a long time ago, but anyways, if you want to know what are the things I wish I knew, please grab yourself a cup of tea, some wine if that's what you drink, and let's get started. So the first thing I wish I knew was that not everybody is gonna be your friend. Yeah, not everybody's gonna be your friend, guys. Yeah, unfortunately that is life. Not everybody's gonna like you. And secondly, you know, what I found was that when I first started university, everyone was friends with everybody. Like, hey guys, you meet people at the club and they want to get to know you, and like, yo, how you doing, blah blah blah. And then like, mate, 2 days later they see you walking down the street and then you are trying to like say hi and they're like, bro, I don't know you from nowhere. And you're like, huh? You spoke to me in the club, like you spoke to me at the rave or something. So not everybody's gonna be your friend, not everybody's gonna like you. And first year is your time as well to sort of, you know, figure out who you are and also the friends that would impact you. So definitely, you know, use that time. If somebody doesn't like you for whatever reason, that doesn't mean you have to change, unless it's something that, you know, a lot of people have picked up on, which is probably a bad habit or something. But just know that not everybody's going to be your friend, not everybody's out there to like you. Just go about your business and mind your own business. Even if you're doing the right thing, just, you know, don't speak about it. Let silence do the talking for you. So be careful with the friends that you make, and just know that not everybody is going to be your friend. My second thing as well is to join societies, clubs, and do some extracurricular activities, like, you know, anything, basketball, if you're in the law, so you can join the law society. What else can you, just so many things, like get yourself out there, speak to people, network. Again, you're creating your commercial awareness, which is what I did a video on I think 2 weeks ago, so I would link that down below, or please check out my video on how to be commercially aware. This is a way to also do that, because you meet people, you network, you engage. So definitely I would say join an extracurricular activity in your first year, something you enjoy, rugby, netball, you know, mix with people. And as again, following from my first point with friends, being a person of, you know, ethnic minority, I found that I was more comfortable in my own setting with people who are of the same ethnic background as me. But I would say venture out with people, you know, white people, Japanese, there's so many people, you can learn a thing or two. And you find that actually now that I'm in the workplace, you actually interact with more people of other ethnicities as opposed to your own people. So start off this way by, you know, making new friends outside of your own comfort zone. It will get you out there, it would push you into places that, you know, you would never dreamed of that you would even go. So definitely do not just stick with your own people, get out and mix with people. And my other point will be, when you're leaving home, do not pack your entire bedroom to university, because I did that. And then when I'm coming home for like a weekend, I pack literally my entire room back home. It just doesn't make sense. So just pack and leave a few clothes at home, just so that, you know, when you do decide that you just want to pop over and see your parents or your family, you have a few things that you can just wear and then jump on the train or coach back to university. That is something that I wish I knew. I don't know why, but I struggle to carry light, and if you know me, you know this. I struggle to travel light. I mean, so anytime I'm going somewhere, I just feel like I would need it. If I'm going for one night, I'm like, I feel like I would need this, I would need that. Also, I want to pack everything, but learn to travel light and don't pack everything to university and back. It's a hustle, really. One other thing that I wish I knew, which I think is really important, is about managing money. I think this is a topic, or this will have to be a topic on its own or for another day, but I thought let me just tap into it briefly over here. When you go to university, you're left to your own devices, so you have to learn to budget on what you're going to eat that week, people's birthdays that come out, events that you have to buy tickets for or pay for entry and things like that. So it's a great place to actually learn how to use your money effectively. You get people who, you know, based on their parents' income, they don't have much that they come to uni with, or you get people who get given the whole full, you know, 100% of what they're entitled to. If you were like me, who didn't get that much money due to your parents' income, make sure that you pick up a part-time job maybe. I know some universities do not encourage that. I think Oxford and Cambridge, I think, you cannot work while during term time, but during the summer breaks do pick up, you know, a job. It could retail or anything, some admin role or something. But if you're like me who couldn't get that much money due to your parents' income, I would say pick up a part-time job while you're at university. A lot of the retail shops that are at a university are usually run by students, and the only, I think, difficult thing about that is going home or during Christmas or term time is quite difficult, because if you're working you have other commitments. But if you've worked in that company for a long time and you come to them with sort of an arrangement, they'll be able to give you time off and things like that. But do pick up a job if you can. It's actually helpful for you. Again, it's good commercial awareness. It's something to talk about when you're looking for a placement. It's all these things are really good and add value to you as an individual. So I would say when you start working as well, make sure you manage that money. I came out of uni with savings, and I know a lot of people like are baffled when I say that. It's because I worked while at uni, and the money that I got given by the government, I didn't just spend it anyhow. I just made sure I budgeted, which actually helps me till now. Please manage your money efficiently. Budget, write down stuff. Sometimes it's good to write down and see how you're actually spending your money. Keep yourself updated with how your finances are going. If you have any direct debits or things like that, just make sure that, you know, you're up to date with how your money is going now, how much you're spending. So definitely managing your money. Being at university in your first year, you got to start from the basics. Make sure that you don't just buy on impulse. Just make sure that you budget your money, put some away for like a rainy day, and just keep the momentum, and just make sure that you only tap into your savings or money that you've locked away when you absolutely need it. So definitely that's one thing that I would say I wish I knew in my first year, or started out in my first year. So my next one is value yourself and do not compromise your values. This is really important. When you go to university, you would meet people from different walks of life. Like, do not underestimate how many people you would meet, but always make sure that you know who you are, you know where you're going, and you know how you're going to get there. Do not get to university and think, oh, my parents are not here, my friends and my sisters are not here, my friends are not here, I can do this. No. However you carry yourself when you're at home, try and be that same person, because at the end of the day, you are a reflection of your family. So just make sure that you carry yourself in the light that it's a reflection of not only who you are, but of your family. So don't get to university and then drop all the values that your mom or dad has taught you, and you're just going with the flow in life, literally. No. Just make sure that you value yourself. Do not go to university and just lose yourself completely. University can be a bubble. So do not just go to university and just lose yourself and just find yourself, you know, doing what everybody else does. You are who you are, and be that person through and through. That's definitely something that I would advise. And if I mean, I'm not saying I changed myself, but sometimes I did compromise a few things. But looking back now, it was probably very silly of me. And I would say definitely know who you are, learn who you are, and find yourself, and do not be lost in the bubble. Like, really, do not be lost in the bubble. It's a crazy world out there. So I would say keep your parents involved. I know when you get to uni you think, yeah, I'm on my own, like, nah, I'm gonna do this. No. I always spoke to my mom. I know this is sad, but I spoke to my mom every day. Hi, it is what it is. I spoke to her every day, and I called her, like, and we had something to, I still speak to my mom every morning. It's crazy, even till today. But it's something that I do. I always kept her involved with what I'm doing. I mean, not everything. I mean, she knows if I'm out or things like that, but it's always good to keep them involved. Let them know the steps you're taking. Keep them involved in courses that you think you want to take. So you can just say, oh, you know, Dad, we want to take up corporate law, but I was thinking, should I take up business law instead? What do you reckon? You know, you might not necessarily listen to them, but they might have an influence or an impact in what you're doing. So do keep them involved. Do not think that because you're a university, you're your own person. You would come running back to them. Trust me, they're your parents, and your parents for a reason. They might not be right in everything, I just say that, but do listen to them, and do make sure that you take on board what they say. My next one is to make sure that you check the library for books before you buy any books. The only reason why I say that is because after you finish your first year, you would find that you have loads of books and you don't even know what to do with them. I know there are some companies where you can sell the books to, or you can sell the books back to Amazon to be used as used books for other people. But with my degree, where I studied, I find that every year there's a new edition that comes out. So what my predecessor used the year before might not necessarily benefit me, or may benefit me, but I didn't know. So do make sure that you can grab all the books that you can from the university library before you actually buy them. I wish I knew this, because till today I still have books sitting down that I probably would never ever use, and my people who are going to university will probably never be able to use it either. So I would definitely say, do use the library, make the library your best friend when it comes to books. I think these are the points I have for first year and that I wish I knew. However, I want to add a little bit of motivation as well to all my younger followers who are going to university. I know I didn't touch upon guys and relationships, but I wanted to use this motivation time to do this. You would come across temptation at university, and guys are out there for the younger girls. I'm not saying that you might not meet your husband at university, but the possibility of doing that is pretty slim. Because university, you're in a bubble. You see that person every day. You do everything with that person. You're out with that person. Person's in your flat. You're out there. If you're not in your flat, you're in that person's flat. You know, there are so many things out there when you're in university. It's a small world. It's a small world in a big world, if that's the best way to put it. I'm not sure.
This is the side of YouTube they don't tell you about. I just realized while editing that I didn't really get to the end of the video, so I'm gonna have to carry on in my second video, which will be second year of uni, things I wish I knew. Until then, please like, subscribe, share and comment, and I'll catch you in my next video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.